Okay.
J43R underscore was first.
Oh, J43R. Very importantly, underscore. Let's go. Sub 330 today. Oh, you know it. Oh, you know it. Unfortunately, no all bosses 4-player today. We did. Josh was not. There was a scheduling issue for Josh, unfortunately, but we're getting there. As I finished Nirvana Unplugged for the 100th time. Very important to watch it 100 times. Yo, what up, you boy, Eb? Is this more solo practice or is it group day? I wish it was group day. It's not group day. Not yet. Josh was not available today. 3 of us were. Josh was not. We will come back. We will find a day that works for all of us. Which will hopefully be quite soon. Been waiting for the final run. Yeah. We're gonna get sub 330 today on our first run of the night. Easy. Sub 330 as it do. Then we're going to do specifically not all bosses in the DLC. We're going to do just the bosses that I am assigned so that we can see exactly how long that takes. We're going to see how many bosses can I get done in under 3 hours. We're going to assume that we are shooting for a 3-hour estimate. We'll probably actually put the estimate at like 3:10 or 3:15 or something, but we'll see. We should be able to have everyone get done in under 3 hours, and then we just put the estimate higher than that for our GDQ submission. That's the thought. That's the thought. Okay. The Twitch stream looks good. Had to check. The YouTube stream, let's check if it has the current title. Hey, it's correct. And it didn't make a I don't think it made an extra scheduled one that didn't happen. Maybe my YouTube is fixed. Maybe my YouTube is fixed. Either that or it's a coincidence. Wasn't the 100th funny timing though? Title, hour. Hey, it's and some change long. Go live as the last song ended. Nice. Welcome back, Kurt Cobain. That's me. Okay. Okay. I think we're good now. We also should, in theory, have everyone putting all their stuff now into the spreadsheet. So in theory, we've got all the stuff actually sorted out. Yo, morning. Hopefully no Magnus dice today. Well, that all depends on Magnus. That's silly, silly Magnus. Started your first randomizer and got the worst RNG ever. Margit was Rolana. Leonine was Phase 2 Fire Giant. And Godric was Gideon. We got Ice Lightning Swords who persevered and about to hit Liurnia. Let's go. That does happen a lot. Yo, morning, Akaso. I had to watch the early game of Riding Torrent around, then have to veg before any real boss fights. The perfect one. That's the perfect speedrun. All right. So now we open this. Coke Shaky, let's go. All right, we definitely get 2 runs in tonight, though. Definitely. There's no way I have to reset on Magnus like 4 times. Simply no way. And we bless the runs with a Mitch. You love a good Mitch. I love that I can go into almost any chat. Just type anything. It doesn't matter what I type. Because nobody actually cares what I type. They've spotted the Mitch. And everyone Mitches. It's just like, Mitch sighting. Mitch. Everyone, ready. Set. Mitch. Tough to be popular. No, when I said I love that, I mean I love that. I mean I think that's so funny. It is humorous every time. Oh, Yathlin is implying that I'm a cat, and if you leave the door open and then the cat just that's I think what Yathlin was implying. You know, you first go up to the door and you kind of and then your owner comes over and goes, "No, and then you bolt. Yo, what up, Mad One? I have to remember. Oh, hold on. I forgot to change the splits, but we have some slight changes to our splits here. We have to change our... We do not get Somber 5 after Magnus Carlsen. And we don't get the Somber 7 or 8 after North Ruins. Instead, on the way to Two-Hand Talisman, we get the Scarab Somber 5. Which I'm going to manually split because I don't want to look for that right now. Well, actually, I probably could find that, actually. I could find an auto-split for that. Or that's a Scarab Somber 7. Immediately when I pick up an item, Somber 7... It should be in lower row, but it's not saying it's called that. Alta? No. Somber, smithing, stone, 7. I can't scroll down! Yeah, I don't know that I can find it. It's... Well, if I typed... No, it's not called Scarab. Is it called Beetle? What is it called? Yo, what up, Joy Rift? Sub 3 minutes. That's right. Well, sub 3.5 minutes. You know, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It was a 7 there, right? Yeah, it was a 7. It was a 7. No, it was a 5. No, that one was a 5. Where were we getting the new 7? No, it was a 7. The 5 was the one under the drain the water. And the lever for draining water, right. So how would I find the auto split for this one? Maybe it doesn't have auto splits for these. Rao base. Wait. Rao base. Scarab. It only has the one for Ash of War, the Poison Flower Bloom Slice. So it's just not on there. It's just not on there. It's just not on the list. That's fine. That's fine. I can auto split it. Not for the Somber 5, the 7. Near Telu Forge. 540. Okay, I'll put it in. Immediately when I trigger a flag. Wow, that's amazing that you just had that on hand. 540914. Okay. Added. Do you happen to know what the flag is for talking to Hornsent at the High Road Cross? Use the list I sent you. Yeah, but I haven't looked. I forgot to do that beforehand. I assumed it would be hard to find in the list, but. Oh, you can just. Hornsent. Yeah, I don't know how to navigate this. Oh, those are Hornsent corpse. All the different places that you could kill him. The block you found. A block? You playing Minecraft? Here's a 3-path cross. Okay. Hornsent. High Road Cross. Highway Fork. Well, okay, one of these should match with the thing that I manually searched for. And then I can delete, because I just want to delete it. I have one that I currently have, and I just want to delete the one that I currently have. So would it be any of these? 2048... None of these match exactly with the one that I put, but some of these are close. Oh, I could search for the numbers that I have, and then I could see what they relate to on the list. Aha! We found it. It's one of those flags, perhaps. I think it's not one of those, but it's close. Okay, so find 2048459 210 isn't listed. It doesn't have every flag in the game. Dang it. I could just delete that one and hope that the right one goes away. All DLC boss speedrun seems interesting. It is pretty interesting. Yo, what up, Lexvon? How you doing? I'm doing good. I'm figuring out my auto splits real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna post this in my message with Hyperion so I can find it later. If I need to re-add it. 59 9 0 2 4. Okay. It is now posted, so now if I delete it and I need it back later, I can always find it later. I did add the one... I did not add the one that Hyperion said earlier. Immediately when I trigger flag. Five 4 914. I thought I had added that. And I clicked the add button. But oh, that's because this is on loading. Immediate flag. I do have it there. Never mind. Okay, cool. We're good on that. In text, you can edit message to have a code word you can search for. Oh. Something idiotic and absurd, but memorable. That's fine. Surely you wouldn't spam me with text. Will you play Night Rain when it comes out? Yes, absolutely I will. I'll play it a lot. Even if it sucks, I'll play it a lot, and I'll complain about how much it sucks. I don't expect it to suck, really, though. Okay, anyway, that was one of the things we had to fix. So it's Somber Scarab 7 is after Morth Ruins, and then Drain Water. Somber 5. I'll just put that there. I don't need a new auto split for it. And then... oh, after that, we will be... grab Somber 8 while we're there. Which I can auto-split as Recluse's River downstream. Because I'm going to grab the Somber 8. I'm going to go directly to Recluse's River downstream. So that's an easy one. Immediately when I light a grace, Recluse's River downstream. Perfect. Okay, that should be it. That should be all the changes we need. Sorry that took a little bit, but I wanted to not forget those. Okay. Evening. We have a great stream today. Yo, thanks, Decorin. Ever play Rando? I tend to have a lot of fun with it, but I don't ever seen you playing it casually or for speed. We do some Rando stuff occasionally. I am a fan of having goals, and I don't often have a goal for Rando. It's really fun, and whenever I find a goal for Rando, I make sure to do it because Rando's a lot of fun, but I haven't had a lot of goals for Rando. So, First Berserker's pretty soon, like 11 days. Yes, earlier than that if you pre-order the deluxe edition. The channel has disappeared on your PS5? What the heck? I always knew Sony was out to get me. First not letting Bloodborne come to PC, and now this? If we were not doing SGDQ game submissions right now, I would probably do randomizer deathless all bosses is a run that I would like to do in the near future. I say that, but I kind of have a lot on my plate right now, so maybe not too near, but the future at least. Didn't realize it was locked in for 4. I think 4 is better. I think 4-player is going to be a better showcase. I know technically 3-player would possibly be less overlap and a bit less like wasted time, but it would obviously still be slower with 3-player no matter what, which you want it as short as possible for a game submission. And 4 players just works infinitely better on a screen. I think 4-player is the right call regardless.
And I can also that you're not then wine. I am Carly.
Nice. So this all boss is really fun. Harder version of Region Locked can be really nice too. Bit more random though, yeah. Could do Region Locked. Like Region Locked, I probably would do it effectively Region Locked. I'm not sure. The thing is that like Region Locked is such a weird semi-arbitrary restriction. I'd probably do it region by region, if that makes sense. but not necessarily like region locked, because it's like you're actually not allowed to go into the underground until after you have the thing that gets you to Moog, because technically Moog's palace is underground, so you're locked into the underground once you enter there. So you're not allowed to do Moog later, even if you don't have the item to get to Moog. I don't really care for those like forced, you must go this direction next type of restrictions, but I would probably do everything I can in a region before moving on, and then if that's not all of them and I have to come back for something later, then, you know, that's fine.
They sir, but you, I can play turning to 80.
Those kind of thing. 4 players is 5 cameras when you add in couch.
It will sound torrent. Treat him with.
That's kind of true. But you can see, if you watch GDQs, they do have a lot of, especially like Super Metroid, they'll have like Super Metroid 4-person races very commonly. You can see how they lay that out. I don't know that I've ever seen a 3-person run on a GDQ. I'm sure you could look that up and see if they have, but do my own rules for region lock. I think everyone does their own rules for region lock. So like,
So
yeah, that's
I was
the thing.
watching a certain games tournament the other day, and God, the caster is so bad. He couldn't explain much, nothing technical, or nothing like Dota or Sports Caster. And man, now I appreciate your commentating in GDQ so much more. I have never heard bad caster to compare before. Now I know.
It's hard. Like, it's a skill. It is absolutely a skill that not everyone has. Like, if all you've ever watched is, like, Bingo Brawlers, you're spoiled. Because everyone in Bingo Brawlers was chosen, the commentators were chosen for 2 reasons. 1, because they have a lot of technical knowledge. Everyone there knew the game very well. So that they're, you know, everyone was going to be able to like, give those technical things. And 2, they're all streamers, every one of them. So every one of them was able to talk, you know, pretty well. Like, the combination of those 2 things is very rare to find in somebody. And now, obviously, if you're getting casters, you try to find the best person for the job. But, like, that is just a rare set of... Unfortunate start, it's fine. Set of qualities to have together. Requires at least some game knowledge, yeah. I mean, there are some casters that can do it with very little game knowledge, but that's hard. Grave Weeping Siofra is Region 1, Liurnia Ainzel for 2, Altus Lane Del Sewers for 3, Mount Gelmir and Volcano for 4, Nokron for 5, Deeproot Depth 6, Lake of Rot Estelle 7, Mountain Tops 8, Snowfield 9, Mogwin 10, Haligtree 11, Ferrum 12, and Ashen Capital 13. Ah. Now add in the DLC. Non-respawnable item region lock at the moment. It was fine until Lane dealt, but that's just one stipulation. Non-respawnable item region lock. Okay, so you could go somewhere else, but you can't grab items there. Thank you for the hydrate. With little game knowledge, if you have a color caster with you, you just do play-by-play, but it's still a difficult skill. Yeah. Like, even for something similar to a GDQ, or even GDQ itself, it can be hard to get, you know, great casters for every run. Now, when it is games done quick, it is such a big event that, like, people will find a way to make it good. People will put in the effort to practice beforehand. People will, you know, come up with jokes that they want to say before the run to make sure that they say, you know. Like, people put in enough effort that even somebody who maybe isn't naturally a caster can find some success at something like a GDQ. But if you watch a lot of other, like, game marathons that are not quite as, you know, super prestigious, let's say, even they can have troubles with only okay casters.
Here is my cast for Mitch's run. Gotta go fast. That is all.
That's it.
Speed.
That's all you need. Speed. Mortal Kombat Trilogy done quick. The arcade mode? God, I hate that. I hate when it just will not let you dismount. Oh, thanks, Terror Rain. A good zinger for when Aggie misses Ordina skip several times in a row. Well, you know, obviously that won't happen. I mean, because if it did, he'd be off the team, you know. If he doesn't hit it first try, the entire marathon is just, it's canceled. We're just stopping right there. Also, what up, Chip?
Welcome. Well, are you please? I'm hungry.
Your caster doubles up as will do hard skips for you. Like when I was casting bingo and Adef was like handing me the controller. Jokingly, of course. Surely jokingly. I'm gonna percent raw and put percent. I'm gonna not do the bleed recipe. We're just for we would do the bleed recipe in a real run to make sure I have 3 full attempts at Magnus just in case, but you know, for this, we're just gonna not. One skipped split. I'm going to leave it on the split so that I can remind myself when we do full 4-person runs, but... pickups for Magnus. Yep.
May I have?
All right, Aggie, if you don't get the skip first try, you're buying us all dinner after this. He'd probably buy us all dinner after anyway. For a job well done. So it'll be, you're buying us all dinner and we're going to the fanciest restaurant we can find. All the DLC in the run, saw someone else was doing Jagged Peak. Yes, Chris is doing Jagged Peak. So in the actual 4-person run, some of it will be Chris's responsibility. So it'll be what I'm doing right now, minus about half an hour. So the run I'm doing now is still good practice for it, even if it's not 100% exactly the same. So my goal is going to be to get sub 330 because that's a cool goal that I have for myself. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm motivated by goals, so I want this goal. And then after that, we're going to practice specifically for the 4-player, where I'm only going to do the bosses that I will likely do. I'll do them in the order I would likely do them, which is slightly inefficient, but, like, leaves more room for Chris to possibly take over if needed. And yeah. Laggy is the provider of the friend group. He is. Like, if you've been in the friend group with the one really nice guy who's like, no, I got it. That's Aggie. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry. No, I covered the tip for you. Don't worry about it. Y'all do the funny 4-player practice earlier? Unfortunately, we did not. Josh was not available, so we have to reschedule. I do like all 4 of you starting with Scion. Yeah, that's fun. Is that because he's nice, or is that because he made the run 44 minutes too long because of Ordino's skip? Maybe a little of both. I had a sore throat today too. Yeah, I don't think he was feeling his 100% best, which is understandable. Hopefully it gets, you know, better sooner than, you know.
Surprised you. No matter. Why don't? Oh, don't.
Because there is absolutely nothing worse than being sick on vacation, and he's about to go on a vacation. And also, it would be nice if he was not sick for our submission videos where we all do our, you know, yapping while doing the run. Really wants to spend more time. You really think he'd miss Ordina, Skip? It was just for content. The rank just gave you Comet Azure. Nice. Okay, I hope it'll actually let me warp out here. So go a little bit around, so that hopefully it doesn't see me. Go directly at it. And it didn't see me. Perfect. I yearn for Ordina, Skip. It's been a while since I did that, Skip. Once saw an RPG run in GDQ where they do a lot of RNG manipulation. Then the player failed some skip. Coach be like, yeah, that's the just RNG manipulation. Everything you see is RNG manipulation. He doesn't make a mistake. Yep. That's like half the runs in GDQ. That's a classic bit. That's a Hall of Famer right there. That is a Hall of Fame bit. Oh yeah, no, don't worry. That's just RNG manipulation. Top 10 speedrun bits. Up there with your classics such as That's Never Happened Before. Isn't every decision RNG manipulation, really? When you really think about it. Yo, what up, Shafalovsky? In every other Pokemon run I watch. See?
Good luck, Mitch.
Thank you for the good luck. When's the game event? Which event? So we're gonna get all 4 of us together as soon as possible to do a practice run. Maybe even tomorrow, but I don't know. It might be a little late to ask about that, but as soon as possible. Then within the next week, because Chris and Aggie are leaving on vacations, we need to do the real run for real, FRFR. Then that's a submission, which we will then know if it's accepted in the next, I don't know, month or so. Where then, if it's accepted, we will go to Summer Games Done Quick in early July and perform it live. So. No cap, no printer. Aren't you going on vacation too? Yes, but after them. So. By the time I leave, they will already have been gone, so it doesn't necessarily matter that I'm going on vacation as far as scheduling is concerned. But yes, I am also going on a trip to Japan. When are you... You're in Japan as well, Special, right? When? Where? 24th to 8th. Okay, so you're... That's okay. So you'll be there when I'm there as well. Okay. Want to hang out? I'm thinking maybe. Are you going to be in the Tokyo area in that second week, the 30th to 8th? In Tokyo for most of your trip. Okay. Well, I've got a spot that I need to show you. The best ramen. Just, that's it. I don't have to qualify with any, just the best ramen. Little sort of hole in the wall place. I'll show it to you. I'm probably gonna have it like 5 times while I'm there. I'm only in Tokyo for like 7 days. I'm probably gonna have it 5 times. Is that a holiday season in US or something? Not really. This might be somewhat close to when some people have spring break. Maybe? No, I guess it's not really spring yet. I don't know. I don't think it's a holiday season, but it's somewhat between the January stuff, like AGDQ, and the, like, July stuff, like SGDQ. So if you were going to take a trip, you'd want it not to be too close to either of those things if you're speedrunny. Also Special, if you submitted like a Minecraft speedrun to SGDQ, I feel like they probably do want Minecraft speedrun. I don't know if you, how much of specifically that you'd want to do, but, and then we could all meet up at GDQ. No time, dang it. For gamers in particular, it's an ideal vacation season, yeah. Spring break is next week here, Vancouver, Canada. Okay. Oh, don't two-hand. Please go back to one-handing. Please go back to one-handing. Please go back to one-handing. There you go. Genes acquired. What's the worst catacomb in Elden Ring? I don't know. I feel like all the heroes' graves are worse than all the catacombs. That'll be Oriza? That's a hero's grave, right? If you're counting those, then yeah, it's probably Oriza. Like, some of them heroes' graves are, yeah, yikes. Side tomb is catacomb. Oh, right. Right. Which one is that then? Oops. Teleporter 1 is a pretty neat vibe. Yeah, the Teleporter 1 is, like, interesting. It's, like, kind of bad, but, like, it's got such a cool concept that I'm like, nah, I'm cool with it. You know? So the one in the sewers, that puzzle makes no sense. I don't remember the one in the sewers. The icy breath one, whatever that one is, sucks. Oh yeah, that one does suck. Yeah, agree with that. Uh-oh. That is not what you want to see. Works. Unfortunately, slow Radon because he just stalled at the start, but otherwise, that was all right. I'm just waving my hand around like I don't care. Yeah, it feels like you're playing Morgott. Wild Strikes truly is the Morgott of Ash of Wars.
anchor until it the tragic across the far. But the cursor brave seek to become lethal.
You claim what? My doubt. Words are truly. I believe.
The words
that
of the
that's
truly. Pain of the DLC Catacombs, they were as bad as the consecrated snowfield ones.
I'm glad.
Going through the DLC Catacombs as part of this run,
No.
I don't know. I'm not finding them to be that bad. I mean, I guess I do know the exact path through them, so I guess nothing really is that bad if you happen to know the exact path. I think that of the DLC ones, I think the one that I like the least is the Death Eyes one, because the best solution is to just wait for your Death Blight to go away. And then if you do that, you can just run by them if you want. You don't have to engage with the, like, oh, the eye will see you if you're in the wrong location. You can just be like, I'll just run through. Whatever. So it's more just like waiting and then sprinting through than like solving a puzzle, which I don't find that to be that interesting. Wartorn sometimes is black. Oh, yeah. No, Wartorn was annoying. I did not like Wartorn. You can transform into objects, then cruise by? That's one way to do it. Count boluses while running through them. Kind of done with the DLC at that point. Yeah, that's also fair.
You've come and with this a night now. This. Oh, good heavens.
Good
Clench your
heavens.
teeth.
Clench your teeth. Or something.
For it is what you have.
Gold. The big mouth imps dumb as hell. They are funny looking. They can be a little annoying to actually avoid though. Your favorite dragon boss? Bale. Easily Bale. Vile Bale! I'm still not even, like, a huge fan of Bale, but, like... I think most of the other dragons are not... Aww. Chris led me astray. How dare he? I probably, for pure speedruns, I shouldn't be grabbing this Grace, but obviously for the 4-player I would, because it's a marathon. Okay. I can hear him. I can hear him stomping. If I hear him stomping, I quit out. I do not want to have to fight him on the elevator here. Like, I could. I do not want to. Beautiful.
As clear as day. The coming of our dynasty.
Mitch win. Beautiful, beautiful. If you blood grease after freeze grease, could you have killed him or not? I'd have to use the drawstring bleed grease because it activates faster, but yes, that is possible.
Hydrate.
Thank you for the hydrate. I think I might have also needed to do like 1 or 2 more wild strikes in random spots. Tom has a whole 1 cycle script for him that does work, but I haven't fully learned it. And going out of the way to get the string loses most of the time that the 1 cycle saves, so I just haven't really bothered with it. I'm just like, I'm fine with a fast 2 cycle. It's fine. Make it look so easy. At least try to struggle like us normal folks. No, sorry, I cannot do that. That is illegal, unethical, unacceptable.
Only fine. You have now to become the thing as much.
Nice. Hi. What up, little fish? $22,000 damage. Holy! No, actually, it was rod and physical. A little bleed too. The levels didn't matter for the DLC, or was that for requirements? That is for requirements, and then levels also do always matter. They don't matter that much past a certain point, but they always matter. Also, I should clip that that Moog fight and send it to Chris. That was basically exactly what I wanted from a Moog fight. Ogj. You put everything on strength? I could, but it does nothing after a certain point. We're already almost at the soft cap for strength. Oh, I didn't want to take the riposte, but it's fine. It's fine. As I said, it's fine. Wasn't scared at all. What's my current level? 64. And that's after leveling up after Mogju. Back in my day, strength soft cap was 27. We had to put points into dex. It was awful. You have this run on YouTube. Not this exact run, no. Yo, what up, Hef? The whole DLC run that I did in the past. Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I guess technically yes, as a live stream, not as like a dedicated video. Percent Ron put percent. I have not put this style of run, the all DLC bosses, as a dedicated YouTube video. Yo, Frenzy Flame! Yo! The best? Question mark ending? Welcome to the bunch. Enjoy the emotes. And thank you for the sub. I think I forgot that first bit. Bro's an anarchist. He's gonna shut my whole channel down. He's gonna burn it all. May chaos take the Mitch. Did I hear an implication that Ronnie ending is not the best? I think Ronnie ending is actually my favorite, but Frenzy Flame is cool as well. At least they both get actual new cutscenes. Not like Fia's ending. It's just like, I went through all of this, killed this optional boss, and what do I get? A recolor. SMH my head. You think the woods before Midra are cooler, or did you get tired of it? I think they're cool, but I did also, by the very end of them, get tired of them. They're a little too big. Not like overly too big. But then the big problem is that they have a couple of items hidden in them. So you have to search every corner, and then you're not sure because you get turned around. So you search every corner a second time, and then a third time, and then a fourth time. And you're like, did I actually check this corner before? I'm not sure, actually. So then you check them a fifth time and a sixth time. And because the woods are big, it takes forever to search every corner. And you can't use torrent. If there was nothing in the woods, and it was just a little bit smaller and a little bit more straightforward, maybe there could be one thing. Maybe there's just the church and Midra, right? Just the 2 points of interest. No random cookbook on a tree somewhere or whatever there is. If there was maybe just the path A to church, path B to Midra, and they were both semi-linear, so you weren't like thinking, oh god, did I miss something? Oh, I need to search the entire woods again. Then I think it would have been a great zone. As is, it's like a fine zone. It's like I like it, but it definitely could have been better. It's way too big. I don't think it's necessarily too big. It's like too non-linear, which normally, of course, is you want, oh, non-linear and exploration and stuff. It's just like, I don't think that zone was the zone for it. Like if it was only like 20% shorter of a straight path, but it just was a straight path or close to a straight path, I think it would have been totally fine. I don't think it needed to be like half the size. It just needed to not, you know, not make me worried that I'm going to miss something and go around in circles over and over. Let you use torrent once you killed all the winter lanterns. That would have been cool, although I didn't even kill all the winter lanterns in my first playthrough, so it's not like that would have helped me. I figured out you could kill one, I killed one, it gave me an item, I went, oh cool, and then I never killed any others. Nonlinear is a cope for an empty and disconnected. I think there can be good nonlinear and there can be bad nonlinear. I don't think there's like a it's always bad to be nonlinear, or it's always good to be nonlinear, or it's always bad or good to be linear. Like, they're just different styles that have to be approached differently. Both can be great and both can be terrible. Remember the DLC zones are kind of empty? Finger Ruins, for example? Yeah. But obviously, I don't like the Finger Ruins in general as much as the Woods, because I think the Woods has a cool concept.
The only thing it's always good to be is...
I think it's always bad, actually, to be. It's a bad... But I did appreciate that the finger zones had like nothing.
All Souls players who use the shiny little stone that marks where you've been. But it really helps in such situation. Reminds me of the poison swamp in DS3.
Yeah. Those are helpful. The problem is that like you have to craft them, and I don't remember what you use to craft them, but like the fact that they're just non-infinite was like, well, I'm not going to use them. Like, I knew that they existed, but I wasn't going to use something that's not infinite, you know? It's wasted. I'll never get them back. Oh. Oh, please, there we go. I can't use my resources. I need to save them. What if I need them in Elden Ring too? Like, you never know. I might need them in Elden Ring too. Oh, Crimson, thank you for the resub. The Prime sub. Welcome back to the bunch. Enjoy the emotes. Let's go. Expecting me to actually use my limited resources. Yep, not happening. They come in handy in Elden Ring 3. Oh my. They could. Ooh. Okay, so now we go immediately this direction. And there's a new scarab to kill. We're going to have to see how bad it is. I never actually looked at this in the context of a real run. So this might be terrible. I'm going to level up my skidoo before I go after the scarab, just in case. Who let that cat in here? A second one? This is getting out of hand. Now there's two of them. Yo, Thomas! Thank you for the sub. Welcome back to the bunch. Enjoy the emotes. And Epic Camo Shark. Yo, thank you for the sub. Welcome back to the bunch.
Tinted redeemed a coin flip and chooses heads.
Crimson going for the heads? Oh my god. Willingly timing themselves out because obviously Tails would never fail. Willingly choosing the losing option and risking not being able to TTS for an entire week. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Get back here. I've got to figure out a way to get it trapped where it can't roll away from me like that, because that sucks. Yo, Raidens! Thank you for the raid! Dan cheated! What the heck? I don't know on what, but yes. How dare he? How absolutely dare he? Dan did cheat. I cannot believe it. Can we cancel this guy? Yo, but what up, Raiders? We are doing, Elden Ring, all DLC bosses speedruns, trying to get under 3.5 hours. From starting a fresh character to every DLC boss being dead. It has been quite a grind, and it's tough to get down there, but we're almost there. We've got a 3:30:27 with some time to save, but we got to get a pretty clean run.
Good luck, Mitch.
Good. Usually he just misses that arrow, but occasionally he fires it right at me and I have to dismount real quick. Thank you for the good luck. Oh, why were you directly in the way? It's fine. There was one spot I needed you not to stand, and it was right where you were. Is this a real-time run? Are we doing the coin flip at the end? It's happening right now. It's just an automatic, well, not happening, but as soon as the prediction closes, the coin flip will happen automatically. There's a bot that will do it. Technically, it generates a random number between 0 and 1, but oh yeah, that was definitely faster. Tails never fails. Tails will fail because you've bet on it. Ah. Relatable. Doing the physical coin flip was cool, but took time, and I was down to my last quarter that I saved specifically for coin flips, and then I did a flip, and then it dropped down, and I was like, okay, that's fine, I'll just pick it up, and it was gone.
The result is heads.
Oh, heads. Well, you know, I guess all the bits added to the luck made it so that heads did in fact win. Because normally tails would never fail, but bot hates you. Yep. Executing a gorgeous watercolor landscape with my feet under the desk. Well, yeah, that too.
Crimson_tinted has been added as a VIP. Congratulations, I managed to. Without getting too close to the sun.
Dude, yep. Stayed just far enough. Unlike us when we're playing Get to Work. We always get too close to the sun. A lawyer will be in touch about Tails Never Fails. Okay, in the future we'll say Tails never fails. Disclaimer, Tails does sometimes fail. Heads I win, tails you lose. There is another hidden benefit to swapping what Somber 7 we're getting. We no longer lose our runes, because we don't have to mog.
It is a inland seeing that allow me to.
Hey. What if it lands on neither heads nor tails, directly on the side, you know? I don't think we have that accounted for. First VIP in 4 attempts. 3 or 4, you forgot? You broke a losing streak. Hey, let's go. Second lawsuit in the making. What? You can't sue me. Got diplomatic immunity. Just like the bad guy in Lethal Weapon 2. That's right. I'm just like the bad guy in Lethal Weapon 2. Ow. That's Here's our somber 5. Ow. Is there anything else I was supposed to do in this elevator? I think that's it. Just pop some runes. We got our somber 9. Oh, wow. Grabbing that somber rune didn't even take that long. It took 11 seconds. That's way faster than the previous one we were grabbing. All right, now we do things in a slightly different order.
Hit me up. I have a diploma in art and I have seen my friend plays Ace Attorney. I know how to pose and say objection in the court of law. You can trust me.
Can I, though? Oh, what up, Javrin? How's today? Today is going well so far. We're on quite a banger of a start. A lot of that being due to some rerouting that we've done. Doesn't know Ace Attorney? I know of Ace Attorney. I haven't played it, though. Objection! I was up your sleep schedule yesterday, so you better go sleep now. All right, have a good one, Mad One.
Murdering your lands between political opponents does not make you immune to the law, Mr. Riz. Your
Yes, it
court
does.
hearing will be next month.
No, I'm pretty sure that's actually exactly how it works. If there's nobody to sue me, I can't be sued.
Sustained.
Overruled. Reporting in the tomb is funny. It's a classic Dark Souls. Just back to North, so it would just be down one. Interesting. Oh, whoops. Actually, that's not what I want to do here. It's back section first. I could do this now, but it would get me out of order for myself. The Convergence mod, Gideon getting betrayed after betraying Tarnish for years is well served. Spoilers, I have not played the Convergence mod yet. But I'm going to have to, because apparently there's going to be like a $10,000 speedrun bounty for it, so... I will need to play it so that I can win $10,000. You mount turret without having whistle and quick items. I do have whistle and quick items. It's on the quicker quick items. The one where you just hold your use button and then press a direction and then you use that item. The something item, the pouch. The pouch that's in the top right of the pause menu.
These $10,000 will be useful for your legal fees.
Thank you. Where's the 10,000? Oh, don't worry about it. I don't actually care about spoilers. That was like a joke thing. Just, you know. Like, I don't care, but it's not something I can, like, talk about because I haven't played it yet. Also use torrent via pouch. I feel like anybody that knows about pouch uses torrent via pouch. How would you not? But not everyone knows about pouch. I have to make sure you're lined up for that. If you win the speed run. Oh. That's true. If I win the convergence speed run and get the $10,000. I thought it was these $10,000. If it was those $10,000 from winning the bounty, then I'd be like, "Oh, okay." I heard these and I was like, "You're giving me $10,000?" Oh? Oh? These? Oh? Maybe a blue flask pouch to, well, 2 pouch as well. Both flask on items gets messy sometimes. Totally agree. That's why I have blue pouch on, blue flask on pouch. I would possibly have red flask on pouch, but I want to be able to see my number of uses left at all times. So I have it on regular items. Alright, looks like we've lost a bunch of time, but that all is time we will save back later. It's a reroute. I like having to press 2 inputs to heal personally. Flask always on a quick slot for you. That's also fair.
I praise to you, priest. I must uphold then mar and short.
Old flask and pouch. Gotten burned trying to drink an empty red before. Yep. That's the problem. I use blue infrequently enough and always have excess blue that I don't have to really worry about that. Because I'm not a magic spammer, but yeah. Drinking an empty red is so bad. You'd think that if your character realized they were sipping and there was nothing in there, they'd just put it away and continue fighting. Not like, oh, wow, I can't heal right now? Oh, I really gotta inspect that and double check. Are you, we sure there's not any more left in there? Oh, man. Guess I'll just have to get hit by the enemy's next attack as well while I'm inspecting it.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
NPC do that too? Yeah, well, NPCs are stupid.
Daily reminder that Gideon Ofnir the All-Knowing doesn't even know how many flasks he has.
True. Sometimes all the time. Come on. That was a very weird thing that he was doing there, but we're fine. The 2 slots at the bottom of the pouch. L and R? What do you mean the 2 slots at the bottom of the pouch? Those. That. AI company announced that they are implementing AI to enhance bosses in games, and it's a new thing. I was like, have you tried any Souls game? If they actually do that, it will be a disaster. Even in concept, it's not a good idea. But I don't think it's gonna work for them anyway, even regardless of it being a bad idea. nice. I wasn't entirely sure that was going to work, but it did end up working. Inside, below the pouch and above the emotes. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I've never used those. I don't know that they have a keybind on keyboard. At least not a default keybind. I probably could make a keybind for them. That's actually... I did not know that there were more item pouches that I could have. Things like rune arcs that you only use out of combat. But how would you even use them then? Because it's not... It doesn't even show up on like the pouch down there. Is it just like an easy spot that you can go into your inventory and press the button? They're just like quicker to find as an inventory use? You just open the menu and you can easily use it. Oh, that's not even that useful then, but I guess it's something. For stuff like Lantern. Yeah, it makes sense. Dawn Rune is the best one for you? Which one is that one? Is that health and stamina? Use it for his wondrous physic. I don't want to have to go into the inventory. I use just pouch down for physic. Potions there just to stunt on Miyazaki. Perfect. Nice. Oh, mother. This guy stinks!
I presume. I am an old, so perhaps you...
Let's check that we got all the stones we need. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. It's a fresh air you breathe whenever anyone kills the tree sentinel. Oh, yeah. He's no bad luck. He doesn't see me? Because it's nighttime? You have to do this in the daytime and we've never been here in the daytime before? Or in the nighttime before? Well, I didn't know that. Well, that sucks. I didn't know that. Well, I guess we're gonna lose like a minute here. Good to know for now and not during a live run. Yep. I had absolutely no idea that was the thing. Hopefully it's not also like weather dependent. Like if it's foggy, he still can't see you even in the daytime. The RL1 speedrun from Dis, really? Okay, that works. Yep, lost over a minute. But it's fine. I suppose some of that we kind of get back as time save because I sort of, in a silly way, did things kind of wrong, out of order. Oh. Good enough. Even with the first guard counter missing, that's not too bad. Big bonk. We were routing around daytime for this. Yeah, I don't remember that. The new routing that we have is just too fast. We've never gotten there in night before because it's always just ticked over to day. But now we're just faster, or I guess slower than we. One of the two. We're at a different time than we used to be. Is the point? Or maybe it's the first time I haven't died up through this point, so time hasn't reset. I don't know. And now we warp immediately to Recluse's River downstream, which we already have. And here's where we save all of our time back from earlier. Didn't deflect to your cost. How much time do guard counters save? That's a good question. You could see how much time it costs by adding up the couple of splits that it takes to get it. There's one where we run to the recipe, and then there's that one where we actually kill it. If you added up those two, that's how long it takes to get. And then how much time does it save? I don't know, because I'd have to do each fight with either. The main thing is it makes something like Rakshasa way, way better. Because, like, look at this. If I had to fight her without guard counters, it is a mess. Nice. There we go. There's our time back. So that is the sum difference of all of our strategies right there. Not even close. Gah.
Narca, a curse upon thee.
Mesmer! Fall, my beloved people!
In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield.
Have I made it known?
Accursed Mesmer, my clan suffer. Their pain, all that they felt. Do you understand now? Your ugliness.
Upon it was sublime to think he when he himself. Yet the death of the Mesmer in venge if make it and
Was Mesmer named Ga? Because Ga. Ow. Very rude of him. Nice of him. Ah! You have question? Okay. I may have answer. Deflecting doesn't count as a hit for hitless, right? So does blocking count as a hit if it's 100% negated? Yes, blocking, if it's 100% negated, does count as a hit. And deflecting would still count as a hit if you take damage. Because there are times where you can deflect and still take damage. Deflecting has 100% physical negation, but it does not have 100% elemental negation. I actually don't even know if deflecting in Elden Ring does count as not a hit. I don't think I've ever looked at the rulings for that in Team Hitless. I don't know that anybody ever would do that as a strategy. Although it is cool. It would be cool if that was a run that somebody did, but I don't know that that has been done. All the NPCs practice their monologues in the mirror, or is it just off the top of their head? They definitely practice in the mirror. Hornsend has been planning his revenge for so long. Gideon literally basically tells us he's been preparing it. He's like, I knew you'd come. He's like, I've been waiting for this. Leda, I thought I'd see you here. Isn't blocking like deflecting? Kinda. I mean, getting hit is kind of like dodging if you think about it. I think the true essence of hitless, and it's not how all rules are defined, but the true essence of hitless is perfectly countering the enemy's attack in some way. And now, by countering, I don't necessarily mean that you get damage back. I don't mean like a damage counter, but using some tool in the game in some way that feels perfect and skillful to not, you know, take the hit directly of the enemy. Now, while shields are cool and do fully negate the damage, and so you could be like, well, then you don't get hit because you got the damage fully negated, they just don't feel perfect. It doesn't feel perfect to just stand there with your shield up. It does not feel like a perfect counter. From then, you know, there's rules of like specifically these are allowed and these aren't, and you know, in this situation, if this move, it is allowed, but if in this move, it's not allowed, right? And then people get into the nitty gritty, but the basic purpose of it is like trying to play perfect. Not every rule follows that, but that is, in my opinion, the true essence of hitless. So deflecting feels perfect. It feels like, nah, you didn't hit me, I deflected it. Boom. Same with parry. You didn't hit me, I parried it. Or dodge. You didn't hit me, I dodged it. Blocking just feels like, yeah, I kind of stood there and let you hit me. Like, you know. Hobbs God runs absolutely do not follow the rulebook. Yeah, there is not necessarily do people follow every rule, but Raid Roundtable gets so dark. Did Gideon forget to pay the electric bill? That probably is it. He was actually just there to collect the electric bill. Blocking would work for no damage runs. Correct. Blocking does work for no damage runs. Allows the deflect tier, just checked. So there are some specific... points, what is allowed and isn't regarding the tier. I assume the biggest point is if you deflect something and still take damage, that counts as a hit. I'm assuming that is the biggest. It's not a hit, but correct. Nice. All 4 talisman slots before even going to Altus. The seed is goated. Let's go. That's huge. As long as you can find good talismans. I probably could have just dropped, but I don't know if that would land in a spot where it counts for the stake of America, so I'm okay with quitting out there, actually. Beautiful. There's the skip. All right, quitting out was definitely worth it. If I get it on the next try, it's definitely always worth it. Accidentally buffered not just one roll, but 2. I didn't mean to do either of them, and I did 2 that I didn't want. Aw, and that misses. Oh, this is not a good line so far. Random lightning. Very cool. Very cool game. Random lightning again. Random lightning again. I love when the only things that I get hit by are things completely beyond my control. And it happens like 5 times in a row that would have staggered him. Very cool boss. We love that boss. No, we don't. It's kind of bad. The music, though, that is true. Just had to kite it out every time? Yeah, anytime that you feel like the proper response to something is just to not engage with it, it's not great. That dead angled me? Why? Oh, was very rude. Presentation-wise, Godric is cool, but fight-wise, meh. I feel like Godric's fine. He's got a couple of moves that are a little, a little more annoying than fun, but I think most of Godric's moves are pretty decent. Do I see YouTube chat? No, I don't. I do sometimes. I mean, I can't unfortunately see any notifications from YouTube, like super chats or anything like that, but I can see just chat messages. Nice. One more ambiguous verging on negative assessment of Godric the Golden, and I will report everyone in this stream. That's your favorite? He is a boss that you can actually fight with a bow and not feel as bad. So, understandable that Chip would like it. If you had to choose a remembrance boss to fight with a bow, it'd probably be Godric. Check YouTube. Uh-oh. I can't. I'm in the middle of a run. Oh. Yo, thanks for the good luck. Yo, good evening. Yo, Decknor, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome back to the bunch. Enjoy the emotes. Really cool early game boss. He's not like my absolute favorite, but like I feel like he's solid. I will check it eventually. Forefathers, one and all, bear witness. This is a nice long elevator. I can actually hear. Live, current. Take me to my own video. $2 made you look. No, lost me several seconds. No. Minus 4 seconds. No. I am surprised that actually got the backstab, but I'll take it. No! He didn't turn correctly. Oh, that's a disaster. Oh, that's a disaster if I've ever seen one. Oh, God, that's a disaster. Why did they even make the big guy so you can't even, like, get away from him properly? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Once you know its weakness, it's okay-ish? No. Jory's still always bad. The backstabs... If the backstabs were consistent on Jory, as in... If they were consistent on everything, because it's an Elden Ring problem, it's not a Jory problem. But if backstabs were consistent in this game, like they are in, like, DS1, then Jory, yeah, would be fine. You could just do the backstab loop consistently every time, and you'd be like, whatever, it's fine. I'll just move on with my life. But because backstabs are so weirdly precise and inconsistent, and something can get out of the backstab even after you start the backstab, Jory just kind of sucks. And if you don't backstab Jory, oh my god, is it terrible. Teleports behind you, nothing personnel, kid. DS1, that's right. And we liked it that way. If Moog had less blood flame BS, that was a bit less gimmicky, he'd be up there with Millennia if he did, in your opinion. Up there with Millennia. I don't think either of them is a great example of a really fun boss. But I do agree that him having less blood flame would make him a lot more fun. Without the blood flame, yeah, Moog is definitely at least high B. That's true. Without the blood flame being annoying, he's at least high B. Like Sewer Moog is probably high B. Because he's got a lot less of the blood flame silliness. Possibly low A? Possibly low A for Moog without blood flame? I could see it. Somewhere around there. Lenny is probably your favorite boss. You know, fair. I enjoy fighting her. But I think she's really badly designed. Like, I think her design, like the moves that she has and the thought process behind her is D tier for sure. Definitely D tier. But the actual enjoyment I get out of fighting her is probably like a B tier. Like, ain't no way I can be like, my favorite boss is the one that has one of the worst moves in the entire game. Like, ain't no way I can possibly justify Waterfowl Dance. Like, ain't no way you can justify that. It's so bad. You took that away and her illusion move away, and you fixed her poise to not be broken, and like her hyper armoring through your poison attacks. And like a few other minor things, and like, yeah, she'd be really solid. But with all those, I cannot in good conscience.
Come no closer. No closer, I say. The madness.
You're like phase 1 fire giant for some reason. Interesting. I don't love phase 1 fire giant, but I don't hate it that much either. Ooh, okay. Not used to that happening. I like rolling phase 1 Fire Giant's big slams. That is always satisfying. It does have a nice tell for when he's bringing it down, so you can get used to it. In your opinion, Phase 1 Radon is peak boss design. I understand the cross slash needed a nerf, particularly for Phase 2, but once I figured out how to dodge it, it wasn't bad for you personally. So there's a few statements in there. Phase 1 Radon being peak boss design, I kind of agree with. I don't think it's perfect, but like Phase 1 Radon is really good. Undoubtedly really good. Phase 2, it's got some problems, but but then yeah, the cross slash absolutely needed to be changed. It like there is technically a way to deal with it, and and as speedrunners, we obviously figured out ways to deal with it, and it was not such a big deal. But it was really bad. It was waterfowl levels of bad. Ah!
Depths of your foolishness!
Oh, he just attacked in the wrong direction. Works. A little spooky. We kind of play with our health there on Midra a little bit. Not bad. Oh, barely stayed on there. Your OST is peak. It truly is. There's a reason they call him Peakra. Fate that Miyazaki planted. Get a sense of teeny tiny joy, then die by Midra. good luck with the assignment. You probably should. Also, yeah, Leda enjoyers, you know. Out. Is he gonna stall? Yep. Oh, that sucks. Too good of a start. Got him into the health threshold where he stalls. Oh, I thought I could just... Let me out! Let me out! Okay. God, he's so annoying. Die, please. That sucks. The day before event already happened. Unfortunately, Josh was not available today, so it was just solo practice from everyone today. Well, everyone except Josh, I suppose. So bad. That move is so bad! Please stop only doing the bad moves. Please! Late night? I don't think we take the chance. I think I have to reset it tonight. So we have to sit down and rest. I was gonna rest anyway. But if I set it to morning early... No, just if I didn't get trolled so much, it would be just night instead of late night. So I wouldn't have to change the time of day right now. Or maybe I could just set it to morning when I'm doing the Furnace Golem. That should make sure it does not take over to morning. Oh, what a fish tank. Okay, I'm gonna try something. It's probably not gonna work, and it's gonna be embarrassing, but I'm gonna try something. Works better than I was expecting. Oh my god. Wow, that has never been so troll of a falling star beast. Oh my god, and now I'm gonna have to set it to night again after as well. Oh. This truly could not have gone worse. Come on, you. That sucked. Even the second fight was just god-awful. Very cool. Yeah, use seals to buff if you're not doing magic. There are some buffs that you also cast with a staff, but they're rarer. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I should have quit out. I knew it. And now I have to set it tonight again for a third time. Jesus Christ, this game. What is the night for? It's so that the things will see me at later timings, and so you can actually avoid their shots. If it's daytime, you're pretty much just guaranteed to get hit. So because he saw me later, I could just go behind that, and it takes the hit for me. One, it's right on the peak of that. That sucks. I'm so hurt when you do speedrunning Elden Ring for a long time. Yeah, I don't do too much with my thumbs, so I'm generally fine, but middle finger on the W. It is also not that bad because I don't have a keyboard that requires that much, you know, force to keep it held down. Start. I'll take that trade. That just missed. My attack just misses. Very cool, game. Or did it hit? Because there's no way I should have gotten the stagger there if it didn't hit. All right, we'll take that. 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 Looked like it hit. Okay, I don't know why it didn't stagger then. Because normally 2 guard counters staggers. But okay, I'll take that. If that's what happened, that's fine. Good, good. Really is no reason to grab that grace. Club is deceptively OP, to be honest. It's not OP, but it's deceptively solid. You'd think, oh, just a hunk of wood given to the worst class in the game. It must be really bad. No, it's definitely solid. Nice. Right here. Try to make it down safely. Oh, this is new meta speed run bonker. For this particular run, it, I guess, is the meta because it's the one that I'm using and I'm the only person doing this run. So it's the meta by default, but it was also a great weapon in the Distortion 2 speedrun bounty for doing RL1, all DLC Remembrance bosses. So it is definitely just a solid weapon, no matter how you put it. Is it like the best? Aw, it might not be, but come on. I hate when he does moves and then jumps away like 7 times in a row so I don't get a single hit for a very long time. I don't think I can get there with posts, so... The bongs just feel great. Oh, yeah. They're not the best for classic builds, though. Just a good weapon. I guess it depends on what you mean by for classic builds, but yeah. It technically can have the most AR in the game, which sort of technically means it can hit harder than anything else in the game. Well, I guess that is... Not even technically. That just is true. It can hit harder than anything else in the game. So if I'm following Mitch and Blanks during the RL1 bounty, it was last summer, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was right after the DLC came out, basically. What about club, not this? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. My bad, my bad. Yeah, yeah. Club, yeah. Definitely not the best, just a good weapon. Yep, yep. For sure, for sure. What's the most broken build, in my opinion, period? Oh, never missed that jump. Well, it's the stack buffs and then one-shot the enemy build. Like, it's not even an opinion to be had. That's the most overpowered build, but it also takes the most setup. Well, that's big time loss, so we're now going to be behind, but... Current record is 330. Yes. And we're trying to get under 330. So we only have to beat it by a little bit. Only have to beat it by about 30 seconds.
M7 Antis redeem the coin flip and chooses tails.
Oh.
Hi, Mitch. I wanted to thank you for talking about Bastion. I gave it a shot, and I'm really enjoying the soundtrack and game.
It's great, yeah. Glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, Bastion is great. That's a blast from the past. You never finished it? What the? Oh my god, for your birthday, use it. What are the rules of this run? Start a fresh character, kill all the DLC bosses. No major glitches, let's say. Apparently I had a bunch of time to save there. Can you explain why you crouch every time you stagger an enemy? It's to cancel my swing as early as possible so I can recover as much stamina as possible. Because normally your character after swinging has to like pick their hammer back up and like put it back on their shoulder before they'll start recovering stamina. But if you crouch, it just cancels that and you're just immediately recovering stamina. As soon as like your character is kind of done swinging it. For some weapons, it can make a big difference. In some animations, it can make a big difference. For others, it hardly makes any difference at all. I think with this one, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but it's just a good habit to get into. It also makes sure that you're not going to get an extra R1 when you press the R1 button. Make sure that it's going to do a riposte instead. Because if you just press R1 after doing a bunch of attacks, it's just going to do another R1. It's not going to do the riposte. Whereas if you crouch, it interrupts your combo string, and you will do a riposte. What a boss. Nice. Yeah. What? Okay, I've never seen this bear just stand in the way before. He just stood there. He just got up and stood. What was that skip? That was a skip. You just use the spirit spring, which lets you not take any fall damage, and then you're good to go. That was rude. Mods, seize his assets immediately. Transfer them directly to me. If your name's not on the list, you're not coming in. Well, he did eventually get out of the way, so he must have found my name on the list. You knew that when you were in your R1, be sure to use it next run. It's a little tricky. You have to be a little precise with it. If you land up top, don't try to just fall down afterwards. You have to redo from the Spirit Spring. From the Spirit Spring, you need to land all the way down at the bottom. Otherwise, you will take fall damage and die.
The result is tails.
Tails, it never fails. You do the minimum in main game, or you get some items beyond just getting to the DLC? I get a little bit of items beyond getting to the DLC, but not a lot.
M7 Antis has been added as a VIP. Congratulations.
Yo, congrats. It fails except when it did. It never did. That's propaganda by big heads.
Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight Ledder and Dryleaf Dane will never allow this.
Oh, it was the only attack I didn't want her to do into immediate drink. What a jerk.
Make the world a gentler place.
Is there anything else to equip right now? Hooray! Is the hammer using the best weapon for this run, or you just felt like using it? It is very, very good for this run. Is it the best? I don't know. I haven't tested out every single weapon that exists, but it is the best that we have found, and even if it wasn't, it's just fun. So even if it was like second or third place but close, I would want to use the hammer. How does it feel to be the greatest speedrunner of all time? I don't know. You're probably gonna have to ask Distortion 2 that. He probably has an answer for you. Dist 1. Sorry, yeah, Dist 1. Not that washed Distortion 2. Truly only Dist 1. Always use that on the elevator, of course, of course. Doing AB4P route after this? Yep, that's the plan. Achieve my goal of sub 330, and then all in on the Pracky. Nice.
Good luck, Mitch.
Thank you for the good luck. Huge. You don't like Pracky? What's wrong with Pracky? Well, it looks like she kisses anvils as a hobby. Well, if she doesn't do it as a hobby, she's, you know, unfortunately gonna have to do it anyway. Probably unnecessary, but it does activate Blade of Mercy, so... So not bad. Like chalky milk, yeah! I love chalky milk. Although I do kind of like regular milk better, to be TBH. Like, what's wrong with chalky? Bad. Regular milk better than chalky is a bold but respectable stance. Thank you. Like, if I want a chocolate drink, I don't know, for me, I'm willing to take the time to make a hot chocolate. Even an instant hot chocolate, I'm okay with. But as a general drink, I prefer regular milk than chalky milk. Even as a child. Even as a, you know, sugar-hungry child.
Hello there.
Hello there. Goodbye there to the big dragon. Okay, we're taking a risk, but there's no way we die in Bellurat jail of all jails, so it'll be fine. There's not really any point to sitting down here, I don't think. Although I guess it does take care of the levels that I would want to do before the next Ghost Dragon anyway, and then I don't have to sit after Ons. Nah, I should actually sit here, actually. It does make sense. Surely. I don't know that I've ever had banana milk. That sounds strange. I do like banana, and I do like milk, though. So... This is such a beautiful game. DLC is going to be great. Oh, yeah. I also was going to try coming at this Ghost Dragon from a different angle, from behind instead, but alas, not this time, because I need to, because I didn't grab the thing for it. The Grace. Surely we don't get trolled by this Ghost Dragon. Okay, wait. That's good. That's very good. Excuse me? The fire was clearly gone? Yes, breathe fire, yes. Die, please die. No! Why do they go after me? Oh. Man, that sucks. That might kill all hopes of a sub 330. I don't know. This is the worst possible place to die, but also the place that it's most likely to happen, because it's just terrible. Like, just... why do they have to turn and try to attack you immediately? Like, just that. If they were just fighting the dragon, like, it'd be fine. Like, every single one immediately turns to me. Like, why? What is the purpose of